How's it going, everyone? Happy Monday. Hope everyone had a great weekend. So, yeah, let's get straight to Bitcoin. So, I know it looks a little bit crazy, guys, in here, but if you can, I want you guys to focus on this red line, okay? Um, all right. So, as you can see here, what we wanted were hard closes above the daily downtrend, okay? The more hard closes above the daily downtrend, the better. The increased chance of it, touching these levels up here. There's a higher chance, in any scenario, if it's, more hard closes above a support, any support or a downtrend, the more, the better. Okay. So here we saw one hard close. This was a partial hard close on this candle. This second candle was a full hard close. This wasn't a hard close, right? It's a red candle, and then you can see it completely just went down to test um, this 4 hour, right? We can even go as down as here, right? The last red candle before the uptrend. So let's make that dotted. So this makes sense here. So looking at the daily time frame, we can see that there was a big wick down to this untested, but now that it tested it, that's the first touch. So now, it makes sense for this bounce, okay? So what we're gonna do here now is now this daily downtrend needs to be updated, okay? Because it's invalid now. So what we're gonna do is that we're gonna bring it to the next daily distribution candle. As you can see here, accumulation just extended significantly, okay? So um, even so, if we go to the respective time frame from daily to daily support, that isn't happening until later January. Um, so what that tells me is that because accumulation got extended, now there's a higher chance of it even breaking down, okay? Um, so just keep that in mind. So now what we're gonna do here is that we're gonna go down so smaller to the smaller 4 hour time frames. So here we go. We can delete a lot of these levels now, such as these levels, because these are now invalid. We have this 4 hour downtrend right here, as you can see, but because it falls so closely in line with this daily, we don't really need that. This we can still keep. So this downtrend, right? If you guys see it, we can keep that. As you can see, it's actually been respecting it quite nicely. So this uptrend, guys, right? It only hard closed once, and that was showing some pretty weakness to that ladder. And as you can see here, it fell perfectly to this region here. We can delete this origin now. This was an untested 4 hour and an untested daily. So it makes sense why there was a bounce, okay? But unfortunately, it just could not break above this 4 hour downtrend. So if we do this, right, go down here, you can see it's now confirming it's in a downtrend, right? Where it's a lower high locally, right? Because if we do this, right, it started from this high to this high, now it's going down. So that's just, it's going down, right? We wanted it to see it moving up locally. So, you could do this, but because this downtrend, it's so close, there's really no need to clutter your chart. Um, I would say just delete that level and use the macro downtrend. So let's delete that. And we're going to make this 4 hour dotted now because that was the first touch right here and then second touch here. So, really not much to update. It was just really just a matter of deleting some lines, right? So what we see here now is that we see a suppression here. We see a local 4 hour region here. So we have a local apex here, even a local apex here, assuming that this downtrend would continuously get respected. So um, yeah, and then furthermore, we have this local 4 hour uptrend here. So, there's a lot of supports coming in, although there are all tested. We have some 4 hour supports that can help maintain, um, support the move. So, um, yeah, so ultimately what we want to, see and confirm is one, see how this 4 hour supports holds as you approach this very local apex. if this if this falls against the apex, then you have this apex, see how that reacts. And then if this breaks, right, we can also assume that, if it breaks, it's also breaking below that up below this local uptrend. You would then see how this tested daily holds. In my opinion, if this uptrend does hold, I mean, does break, I could see it fall within this, daily and then this 4-hour uptrend here. But yeah, you're just gonna see how these levels, these first two levels react. So again, when you get close to the apex, you want to see local uptrends, right? Just like how we were doing, with this over here, right? We were marking we wanted to make sure that it was laddering, but unfortunately, it didn't ladder. It couldn't hold it, as you can see, and it just broke below it. So again, that's what you want to just do locally on a smaller time frame, like the 1 hour, and yeah, again, just keep in mind that all these levels are tested, so you're really heavily dependent on the trend lines, okay? So, and by the way, guys, so if, considering that it's in distribution here, right, I wouldn't be surprised, right? I wouldn't be surprised if it does retrace back maybe down here. Um, just because if you're on the macro, if we go back to daily, you'll see, the end of this apex is not till a while. Um, but just be prepared for that because if Bitcoin's already currently in distribution and let's say it just falls, to this daily again, just make sure that the altcoins you're in, they're probably going to see a pretty dramatic fall, okay? Like even though this drop may only be 7%, the altcoins will probably drop twice as hard, right? So just keep that in mind when you're entering in altcoins right now, right? Because if you're entering right now and Bitcoin drops, then the altcoins will drop significantly, okay? So again, just keep that in mind, guys. And yeah, I'll go ahead and post this on my trading view. Um, and I'll leave a link down below if you guys wanna stay up to date. So um, yeah, I think that is all. So I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.